Hi guys. So I guess I'll just wait here till you all show up. This is my first time doing anything live on YouTube. First of many. So I'm just going to post the live link in my Facebook group. So bear with me. I think this is the link. I hope so. Hoping you can all hear me. If not, let me know. Ooh, is this one person or is me? Two people. So how do I see the people? Where are all the people? Live chat. Oh, that's a live chat. Okay. If you are joining me now, can you just write something so I can see what the heck is going on here? Because I don't know. I've watched live videos, but I haven't actually done a live video. So today is new moon in Aries. And oh, there we go. We get some peeps. Hi, Emma. Hi, Brenda. Okay, I'm starting to see how this works. Yo. First time here also with a live video. Nice. Hey, this is my first live video, and I'm going to be really honest. I'm actually crazy, but I am nervous. And I love doing videos. I've been doing YouTube for a while. I took a little sabbatical since the end of June when I closed my shop down, and I've been busy with my clinic. And now, because of COVID-19, my clinic's come to a halting stop. So here I am doing something I've wanted to do for a long time, but never had time to do it. So this is perfect. So I'm going to do some readings today. I'm just going to wait for a few more people. I do have, for those of you that showed up early, I have some things that I hope I brought along with me today. So I think at this time where everyone's freaking out about, getting this virus, it's very, very important to keep your immune system high. So what I do recommend is a really good a really good B complex. If you can't afford this, because this is kind of expensive, but this is by far the best, in my opinion, my humble opinion, B complex vitamin I've ever taken. Because when you're stressed out, it does affect your hormone levels, and B vitamins really do help with increased stress. This is a cheaper version. It's just B12 though, but I think it's like $10. I got both of these at just the health food stores locally in Halifax. So it's the Natural Factors brand, okay? That's one thing I recommend. This is also something I recommend. I take this every spring and fall or during the change of seasons. It's immune support, St. Francis, deep immune. And you just take, it's like a dropper, it's a tincture, and it's got a number of herbs in it, like astragalus and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot, reishi mushroom, a lot of stuff there. And then, a really good multivitamin, people. Good to be on top of your multivitamins right now. Because, when we're stressed out, we don't eat as well. And maybe we didn't eat that good in the first place. Normally, I would say to people, if you have a really healthy diet and you're not super, super stressed, which I can't imagine anybody isn't at this time, then just take it every few days. But I've been taking this daily, and this is certified organic whole food. It's a whole food multivitamin. So it's also vegan for the vegans out there. I get the 40 plus. It has extra vitamin C. And speaking of vitamin C, I have been taking this. This is the best vitamin C supplement I've taken ever. It's a spray, and it's at home in my fridge, but I just brought the box. Same Garden of Life brand, literally $12. That's it. And you just spray 5 sprays, whatever. I noticed, because I usually get seasonal allergies when, again, this the weather changes, and in Nova Scotia, it's like up, down, up, down, up, down. So it affects it activates allergies for me. Since I started taking this spray, my allergies have been gone. So I've just taken it a few times a day. Okay. Last but not least, walnut Bach flower remedy. This is a really good thing to be taking right now because of this crazy pandemic that's happening. Walnut's really good for change, for trauma, for absorbing negativity. And we all know that with this stress, people can be more negative, and we're feeling the collective consciousness, all of us. Even for me, I find it's like super like, whoa, everybody is just talking about COVID-19. That's all they're talking about. So it's pretty heavy topics. So I've been taking a lot of walnut, and it just clears out the energy of other people, the mindset of other people. So yeah, those are some things I suggest for those that tuned in early. So let's see, where are the guides leading me today? So if you're here, can you just give a thumbs up or something like that? Because I see I have 14 people here, but I only see 3 people that have to actually said anything, I think, if I'm looking at this correctly. So I'm just going to start by, maybe I'm not doing this right. Hold on. Oh yeah, there we go. Thumbs up are happening. You guys are listening to me. This is so crazy. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get everybody to close their eyes. If you can write your full name, if you're comfortable doing that. I have to say your full name. That's just the way that I tune in. So I'm just going to go to who I'm guided to. I'll see your full name. I'll say it out loud 3 times. And then I'm going to give you a mini reading from the guides. Also, when I am drawn to you, I'll ask you if you have a specific question. That'll make it a lot quicker, and then I can do a lot more people in today's session. So let's just all close our eyes if you're just tuning in, and just roll your shoulders back and sit comfortably and easily in your chair. And we'll just take a nice deep breath into our bellies. Just remembering that breathing deeper and expanding the belly is really good for our vital organs. It gives our vital organs lots of prana and lots of life energy. And just take a nice deep breath out, exhaling the belly, and just pull the belly button closer to the spine, really getting out all that stress. So just slowing the breath down, breathing deeper and slower. We'll ask Archangel Michael to surround everyone that comes into this live feed today with divine light and love in all directions of time and space. We'll ask that the readings done today be channeled directly from the divine for the highest good of the person I'm doing the readings for. Just take a deep breath in and out. Okay, so let's see. Who do I see here? Sherry Kemp. Okay, I'm going to start with you, Sherry Kemp. So I'm just going to say your full name out loud 3 times. And Sherry, if you're at home, please say your full name out loud 3 times as well, okay? So just close my eyes. And it's Sherry Lynn Marie Bennett Kemp. Sherry Lynn Marie Bennett Kemp. Sherry Lynn Marie Bennett Kemp. So I'll ask you, Sherry, if you have a question, you can ask now. Okay, so Sherry, if you have any questions, go ahead. If not, I'll just pull a card for you. Any question? Is Sherry even still here? Okay, so we have a health question. All right, so let's see. So I'm just going to ask the guides to help answer your question about your lungs and how they will improve. And we just had a jumper card, so we're going to go with that one. How will my lungs improve if they will? Okay, first of all, the first thing they're telling me, Sherry, and they're being really like, don't speak that way. Don't speak like if they will ever improve. That's not leaving any room for them to improve. So really, right now, at this time in the universe, our thoughts and our what we say out loud is so powerful. It's like amplified almost. So just to keep that in mind. So the card that I have pulled for you today, Sherry, it's a balance card and it's a material card. So one of the things, I'm also an acupuncturist. Many of you already know that. Lungs are associated with grief, with depression, with sadness, with loss. So right now we're experiencing collectively a massive loss, a loss of our freedom, a loss of our routines, a loss of there's a loss of hope almost because we don't know what's coming, how long this is going to last. So all of us are taking a hit at the lungs. Now the lungs are the first organ to get attacked in any kind of external pathogenic factor. So what do I mean by that? So our lungs are the most external organ that we have. They're also associated with our shield or our wei qi, which is a Chinese medicine term. So to build the lungs up, we need to practice daily breathing. Okay, daily breathing. Now, how do you practice breathing? We're breathing all the time, right? That doesn't make any sense. But most of us are breathing unconsciously. We're just breathing at the top 10% of our lungs. That's it, okay? And this is what they're telling me for you, Sherry, is like you're breathing really shallow. And part of it is because of fear, and not even before this COVID-19 set in. There's a lot of fear. And they're showing me that you struggled with balance, like almost like multitasking all the time. They're just showing your energy kind of splayed in all directions. Now, even if I didn't pick your name today, the oracle or the messages can be for everyone that it resonates with you. So the other thing they're saying, Sherry, is that you saw, when I say they, I'm talking about my guidance or the angels, beings, whatever you want to call it, God. That's fine. I just say it as guidance or the guides. So you sigh a lot. You sigh a lot. I want you to notice this more. Like you're just doing your everyday things, and you're like, like almost like it's just weighing you down, like routine or the daily grind is weighing you down. So you need to do things with more of an attitude of fun. Again, this is a weird time to be telling you to do chores when we're being domesticated in a fun manner, but there really is something to whistling while you work and trying to find like putting on the good attitude, because that's actually going to keep your mood high, which is going to keep the strength of your body high. Let me see if Sherry, if you're there. So I'm gonna pull another card for you. The Empress card, which I love this card. This card's associated with Taurus in the tarot. They are saying you have a lot of plans that, like, you have a really creative mind, Sherry, but maybe you just haven't had time to really do anything besides the daily grind or the responsibilities or the 9-to-5 job. So this might be an opportunity for you to do that. I'm not sure if you, like, I still feel like you have a lot going on. Like you're still, like they're showing me you, and I don't know if this is just a metaphor or you clean floors or something like that. I feel like it's more like a metaphor, like you're just doing all the little things that no one else wants to do, and that weighs you down. So if Sherry is there, still here, okay, good. All right, hold on. Also, they're talking about, I don't know if you're thinking about moving, just because this card came up. It's the moving card. Can you confirm if you're thinking about moving? Because the card means two things, so it will be helpful. it would be helpful if you would let me know if you're thinking about relocating, moving, or maybe your vacation plans got canceled or something like that. So travel. Okay. So yeah. So the thing about travel right now is shit. Let's all be real. And it's really depressing because some of us were like, oh, yay, I'm saving for a vacation. And now it's like, oh my God, I can't travel ever again. But that's not true. This isn't true. Oh, vacation to Italy. Did you go to Italy, come back, or you're thinking about going to Italy? Wow, so many people are here. Yay, cool. Hi, everybody. So Sherry, if you could just confirm, are you thinking about, no, planning to? Okay. So that's why the travel card is in reverse right now. So there's a block there, which we obviously know what that block is. I maybe hold off on that for a while. It's just not a really good time to travel, unfortunately. Now, I don't want you to get depressed about that. Because remember, that affects your lungs. Depression, sadness, grief, all affect your lungs. It's the emotion associated with the lungs, according to Chinese medicine. So to keep your lungs high or healthy, which was the original question, and the guides are bringing it around because they want me to get to other people as well. They really want you to focus as much as you can on less on the things that are disappointing in your life or that have disappointed you or that have let you down, but more on the blessings in your life. Because the more you focus on the letdowns, the losses, and this goes for everybody really right now, myself included, because it's like, oh my God, I can't go to my clinic and do my work. That's a loss, right? If I were to focus on that all the time, that is going to lower my Wei Qi or my lung strength or my shield to protect myself. So it's really, this COVID-19 is forcing us to really not just be positive. I really don't like throwing that word out there because it dismisses our feelings. So yes, honor your feelings of loss, absolutely. But there's a difference between honoring your feelings of loss and just holding on to it and never letting it go. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. And I hope that helped you. And that's an affirmation from the guides as well, because this is a memories card. So they are talking to Sherry about holding on to some things from the past. Using methods to clear old past energy would be very helpful for you, like cleansing herbs that clear out your energy field. That's going to strengthen your lungs, okay? And then there's also vegetables that can help you. They're showing me white mushrooms, pears, garlic, anything white that kind of looks like a lung, onions. These are going to strengthen your lung energy. So that's food, medicine to help strengthen your lungs. So I'm going to look for, no planning to, okay. I'm going to look for, I hope that helps, Sherry. I'm going to look for someone else, scrolling back up to where the guides want me to go. Wow, there's so many people I know here. Hello. So cool. I'm going to go with Emma. Emma, my buddy, my astrology friend. Okay, Emma Ruth Boardman. Emma, are you still here? Emma, are you still here? So if you are still here, Emma, just let me know. And if you have a specific question, you can write it here, okay? So I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to clear the deck. Yes, hi. Okay, hi, Emma. Yay. So Emma, do you have a question? No specific question. All right, Emma. So I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to say your name 3 times. I'm going to get you to do the same thing at this time. So Emma Ruth Boardman, Emma Ruth Boardman, Emma Ruth Boardman. Ooh, nice. Emma, so you got the 3 of Ariel, which is also known as the Three of Pentacles, and it's a card about doing what you love. So in the traditional tarot, you know, the guy, he's like making the pentacle, and he's super happy about it. He's very involved in the artsmanship, art, whatever. He's making the pentacle in the traditional tarot, and it's really a card about doing what you love. And this crazy time, the guides are advising you to really focus on all the things that you might not have been focused on because you were thinking about, you know, or worrying about the rat race or being involved in the rat race. I think you know what I mean by that. So they're saying, you know, this is like almost like a sabbatical for you, an opportunity for you to really just be at peace. There's nowhere for you to go. There's nothing for you to be doing except for focusing intensely on your career, like dreaming up your career, like the career of your dreams, they're saying. And also doing a lot more art making, they're saying. Like you need to do a lot more art making, like move your hands. They're really saying, like, obviously, again, they're showing me you almost hyperventilating, and I feel really like my chest is starting to constrict a little bit. So they're showing me that, you know, this is affecting you psychologically, and I know that this message is for many of us. So to use your hands, they're saying, like to actually make something. It doesn't have to be something beautiful. It doesn't have to be something that, you know, you're going to sell or anything like that. It's just really to get the energy and the tension and the anxiety. Lots of anxiety, Emma. I feel it in my throat. I feel it coming from my stomach and going up. And you can just let me know if this makes sense to you. Yeah, they're saying making things with your hands, and they're showing me a few options for you, Emma. Collage would be really good. So just like cutting up pictures, slapping it together, having a theme, not having a theme, it really doesn't matter. It's like the movement of the scissors and the aggression of cutting it up will help get some of that tension out. And then the other thing they're showing me is actually textures and colors, like yarn and knitting. I've been finger knitting a lot lately just to move my hands because, yeah, the same thing, like there's stress. Oh, Emma says, yes, lots of anxiety and also been thinking about doing more art. Yeah, well, you were getting the clear message to do that. And the reason you were getting that message is because you do need, that is a way that you can keep your anxiety in check. And something about the texture of the yarn and or the movement of scissors. They're also showing me you doing stuff with cloth. So like maybe sewing or moving things around. Sewing, but actually cutting it up, maybe quilt making. Yeah, so it's like they're showing like not these perfect, you know, quilts, but like haphazard shapes. I don't know, almost like a puzzle or something like that. Now, it could again be a metaphor of just creating with cloth and whatever, but it's very important for you at this time to do that. And this card, again, is saying just do what you love. A time for great personal growth. Like I feel like you will grow emotionally and spiritually with this quiet, more contemplative. Oh, and they also are saying to play jazz in the background. I don't know why. If you like jazz, I don't know too many people that don't. And that they really want to commend you. The guides really want to commend you about how cooperative you are and how empathic you are towards other people that are struggling right now. Like you're almost being guided online to kind of bring peace to situations that are hostile, which we all know there's a few of those out there. So they want to really commend you, but don't get stressed out by the actual hostility. Like don't bring peace to those hostile communications from a place of stress. Just know that that calm demeanor and that caring, kind heart of yours will bring peace. And you don't have to take the stress on. Like it doesn't have to be necessarily exchange of energy where you're giving peace and taking on their stress. It can just be, and leaving some peace here and some peace here and some kindness here and some love here. And that's it. Like allow their negativity to affect you or bother you, because I think that's what's been happening for you, is like you will think about it, what you read or what you saw or how you saw people behaving or whatever, and then you kind of start to think that humanity is basically fucked. But that's not the case, and that's not the way you normally think. So they are saying they understand your worry because your mind is going there sometimes. But trust me, all of our minds have gone there in the last couple of weeks. The last card, the last card they want to pull for you is a flower card, because they are talking to me about you gardening. I don't know if you've ever gardened before, but planting seeds and having your hands in the earth again will complement that moon of yours. I know the moon that you have is in Taurus. That's not me being psychic. That's just because I know you, Emma. So let's see what the flower deck. New beginnings. It's a new beginning. It says, take this opportunity to rise from the ashes stronger and more determined, which is exactly like this card. Remember I said a time for great personal growth? Same thing, okay? So I hope that was helpful for you. It is just a time to really embrace the slowed down nature of everything around you and use it to your advantage to propel your career and propel yourself spiritually. So let's have a look up. I hope that was helpful. Let's look up. Hello, we have so many people here. I'm so happy. Okay, so let's see. Who are the guides drawing me to? Danielle McQuarrie. Danielle Marie McQuarrie. Are you still here? Danielle Marie McQuarrie. If you're still here, let me know. Yes! Okay. Danielle, do you have a question for me today? Archangel Michael to clear the deck. So, if you have a question, romantic love. Okay. All right. So let's clear the deck. So I'll get you, Danielle, to just say your full name 3 times. And I'm going to say your full name 3 times at the same time. So Danielle Marie, is it McQuarrie? Am I saying that right? Danielle Marie McQuarrie, Danielle Marie McQuarrie, Danielle Marie McQuarrie. So we're asking about romantic love. Romantic love. Let's see. What a time to be asking about romantic love. Okay. Romantic love. So let's see. Like query. Okay. Well, I'm sorry if I butchered your last name. So one of the reasons, okay, so let's start over. So I pulled the 7 of Wands, or in this deck, I'm using the Power Archangel Tarot deck. In this deck, it's the 7 of Gabriel. So and I felt it as soon as I asked the question. There was almost like a kick in my stomach. And this card is about claiming your personal power. And so I'm not sure, but what they're saying, I'm just trying to clear the energy. So I just need to clear. Okay. Focus for a minute. So yes, so what they're saying is, in past relationships, you have had your power taken from you. And obviously part of that was your own contribution. They want you have recognized that very clearly, but at the same time, you've almost blamed yourself a little too much for the way things have happened in relationships. They are saying it's very good that you're aware and have a lot of self-awareness. That is a really, really good quality. But they are saying you're not clear entirely about the situation. Like, there is a little bit too much blame, too much criticism, too much or self-criticism. And so what you've done because of that is almost protected yourself, not necessarily from other people, but it's like you want to protect other people from you, which that I've never seen that before. But I think it goes back to that self-criticism. And so they want you to recognize that the good qualities in yourself. And so I'm just going to pull a couple other cards here. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to pull a couple other cards. Yeah, so again, they keep going to your head. Like it feels almost dizzying, or it's like, whoa, I had to take a step back. I thought I was just getting mixed up, but it's actually, I'm reading your energy. There needs to be some groundedness for you, okay? Like grounding into the earth. And I know that everybody's locked down, hands on the ground, put your feet on the ground, take your shoes off. Oh, my connection isn't stable. Oh no. Okay, am I still here? I think I'm still here. Okay, sorry about that. Glitched out. So Danielle, going back to just needing to ground yourself a little bit more, it will help you feel stronger. They're recommending the stone pyrite for you. I don't know, it's like fool's gold. I have a lot of crystals around me right now. I do not have pyrite, but it's called fool's gold or pyrite, and it will help ground you and strengthen your shield. You still here, Danielle? Okay, okay, you're still here. Sweet. So I hope you didn't miss that. I said to get some pyrite, which is a stone that's really good for strengthening your power center. And also, they want you to get some smoky quartz if you can, because there's just a lack of clarity in your mind. Like I don't know why you are so critical. Maybe it's something you learned. Maybe it's just, you've made a lot of mistakes in your life. I don't know, but they are saying you have lots of good qualities and they want you to shift your focus onto those instead. So I'm going to just pull another card here for you. There's just a little bit of a lack of confidence in terms of romantic relationship. You tend to give the other person too much power over you. And so they do want you to step back, and, you're very easy to get along with, they are saying. So you're easy to get along with, you go with the flow, but that kind of gives someone else way too much power in the relationship, in the situations you've been in the past, which makes you lose your identity. And you're just like, oh yeah, sure, I'll do this, I'll do that with you, I'll go here, I'll do that. And then your voice gets lost in the relationship. And then you try to counter, it's almost like you start to get angry because it's always the other person's way, but it's like how you start the relationship ends up towards. He's telling us to clear out the energy in terms of old relationships. So even if you're currently in one, or like, thinking about being in one right now, there's just some old stagnant energy around you that isn't serving you. So again, what they were recommending, I don't know if you caught that before I glitched out, was to go outside, sit with nature, ground down into the earth and clear your energy from the past, like getting rid of it. There's cleansing herbs that are great for that as well, like burning herbs and blowing the smoke first over your head, in your eyes, in your mouth, in your heart. So there's lots of herbs that are good for you. You could just do some research on that one. I'm going to pull one of the mermaid cards for you, Danielle, as well. Now, they're telling me that you want to know like a time frame for a romantic relationship. I don't think that's super important right now, because they aren't giving me a time frame. They're just saying you need to really work on yourself. The more you work on yourself so that you are super solid and strong, that you won't get lost in a relationship and feel like you have to fight, or feel like you have to defend who you are, or feel like, I don't know if those are the right words, but like feel like you have to almost, yeah, like defend who you are all the time, or like, hey, what about what I want? What about what I want? You know, they want you to use this time, or to find time to really strengthen your like what you want, and to articulate that early on in the relationship so it doesn't end up going into the same old, same old. So I'm going to pull one more card for you, Danielle. This is a really beautiful card. It's called Healing Heart, and you're a powerful healer. So keep up the great work. And this is an opportunity for you to open your heart more, to open your heart up. And how you're going to do that is through recognizing the beauty of who you are and what you bring to the table in a romantic relationship. And that's how you're going to attract that perfect partner, is when you know what you bring. You're going to bring somebody that's in alignment with that energy, rather than you looking for the perfect person, but you don't even know what you bring to the table. Know what you bring to the table and love what you bring to the table. I hope that helps. I'm going to look for someone else. Ooh, Tracy. Hi, Tracy. How are you doing? I'm going to go look for someone else. I hope that helps, Danielle. Let's see. This is really new ground for me, guys. I usually do one-on-one readings, and I don't even allow someone else in the room. It's just the one-on-one reading so that I don't get mixed up with the energy. And it feels good. Like, it feels like I don't cross wires with people. Let's see. Who am I drawn to? Is Mr. Toucan? I don't know if that's your real name, but Rachel Stockdale here? If you're here, let me know. Lots of love from Tracy. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Danielle. I hope that helped you. Oh, thanks, Tracy. Thank you. This is really fun. I don't feel nervous anymore. I do feel really hot, though. I feel like I'm actually going to combust and burn to smithereens. Is Rachel Stockdale still here? Yes. Hi. So is your name Mr. Toucan or Rachel Stockdale? Just because I have to say your name 3 times. So just let me know what your... Okay, so is your full name Rachel Stockdale? Like, you don't have a middle name? Just Rachel Stockdale? Oh man, my Facebook is blowing up. Okay, so Rachel Aaron Stockdale. My kids chose my screen name. Okay, that's awesome. Mr. Toucan. All right. Okay, Rachel, so what I'm going to get you to do is to close your eyes. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to clear the deck, and I'm going to say your name 3 times with you. So Rachel Aaron Stockdale. Rachel Aaron Stockdale. Rachel Aaron Stockdale. All right. If you have a question, you can ask it, or I can just pull any card you want, like a random card. Rachel Aaron Stockdale. So the guide showed me a vision of you before I pull a card. I'll just wait to see if you have a question, but they showed me you, and you were like kind of like snuggled up. You had some gym pants on, and you were really upset. And they're showing me like you're maybe paying a lot of attention to obviously world news at this time, and that you're having a hard time with that. So they want you to just step back a little bit from the headlines and keeping up with what's happening. It's not putting your head in the sand, but at the same time, it's protecting your mental health, okay? So let's just pull a card. Almost the same way they're saying that you would protect your children, Like you wouldn't let them be reading the headlines and you'd be like, hey, you know, like that's not good for you, blah, blah, blah. They're asking you to honor that for yourself as well. Okay. Like in moderation, you can check in, but really at certain times they're saying it's not a good time. Before bed, absolutely not. And first thing in the morning, fuck no. Sorry, pardon my French. Don't be checking, and this goes for all of us here. Do not be checking updates about COVID-19 the minute you wake up and right before bed. I strongly believe, oh my God, as I look out the window, there's somebody walking around, like 5 people walking around with masks. So, not before bed and not when you wake up. I really believe that whatever you're thinking before you go to sleep, you leave it beside your bed as you sleep. And then when you wake up, it's like that's the first thing you put on in the morning. So really, really be mindful of what you are putting beside your bed to put on in the morning, okay? Try to focus on positive things the last hour and a half before bed, maybe a comedy, maybe fuzzy kittens, bulldogs, I don't know, but not updates on COVID-19, okay? Just to protect yourself. So let's see what the guides have as a card for you today. Okay. So first thing, there is some drama that they're asking you to separate yourself from. I think we already talked about that, but they're also talking about people around you. And maybe they're not technically physically around you right now for obvious reasons, but maybe you're on the phone with them. Maybe you're texting them. So they're showing me my brother, my younger brother keeps texting me stuff going on, and he's super stressed out, as many of us are. And so like, that's the kind of, in this card, this is about drama. I don't want to call it drama. I think it's a normal way to respond to this situation. But at the same time, we just have to be more careful, especially those of you that have tuned in today. You're very empathic. And so everyone is empathic, but I guess you're more aware of it. Keep them strong. It doesn't mean that you abandon them right now, but just know whatever you do is going to help them. And they are essentially responsible for their own mind. You can plant seeds. You can give them, suggestions like what I just did, where I said, don't follow the news or before bed. Don't look at it first thing in the morning. What would be the best time? I would say midday, because then you can absorb it. I wouldn't be reading headlines. They are actually saying this for you specifically, Rachel, during your mealtime. Super bad to be doing that because your digestion will get altered and it will become affected negatively. So I know you have to check updates. I know that that's just the human nature right now. We want to know how this is going, where it's going, when it's ending. All these things are very super important. But again, what they're saying for you is to just be really careful the times that you're checking the updates, and remove yourself or try to find a way to not engage in conversations that you start to feel like you're sinking into the ground. Like, so for example, when you're sitting with, you feel really like that has really good energy, that's, it's the energy's flowing in a positive way, you'll naturally just open up. You'll feel taller around them. And the opposite is true for people that are super negative, or like a wet blanket. You'll start to feel like you're sinking into the ground. And I know that a lot of us are stuck at home with our spouses. And if it's your spouse that is this wet blanket, you can't escape from them right now because they're everywhere. So I understand. But, and family the same way. You can't just tell them, oh, I tuned into a live thing with a psychic and she told me to tell you to fuck off because, you're too negative. No, we just have to find a way to, I don't want to say ignore them, validate their feelings. They are stressed, but at the same time, we don't have to take it on. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. We do not have to take on the stress of other people. And we absolutely 100% have to protect ourselves from people that just are so stuck in the stress, because we are collectively making things worse when we're focused on the negative. It doesn't mean we're not in reality or paying attention to the reality of the situation. Obviously, take precautions, and we all know what those are: hand washing, blah, 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 you know, building up our immune system, all that. But part of building up our immune system is removing yourself from the stress of other people. And we can do that. You just have to have a little bit more patience with people, they're saying. You know, you can't just tell them, like I said, to fuck off. Although I'm sure most of us have said similar things to our spouses or people we're stuck in quarantine with the last few days. But we have to be, you know, realistic. They're stressed out. We can't take our stress about them being stressed out. Like, we can't take it out on them. We just have to find, like, put music on, raise the vibration in the home, like find ways without telling them to shut up or telling them how to think or how to behave and how to handle their stress. Find ways, like burn essential oils, like some uplifting oils, like citrus oils, which are safe for kids. I would stick with the citrus. Lavender to calm everybody down. That's safe for kids. Orange, lemon, tangerine, really good options if you have them. Don't put them directly on your skin. That's a whole other video. But these are some ways to bring the energy up in your home and to like how to kind of deal with people that are super negative right now. They're also showing me for you, Rachel, the star card. It is in reverse, which doesn't matter because the star card is the star card either way. It's why it's my favorite card in the deck. It's saying for you to look to the future with hope and optimism. And I really believe that that is a hard thing for all of us to do right now, but it is essential for us all to move the energy that way, to move things that way in towards a hopeful future. There are some good things that have come out of this crazy world pandemic. You know, people are really recognizing what's important in life, our loved ones, our health. That's super important. Personally care that much about, or it was like in the background. It's not asses off anymore. Money isn't at the forefront of everything we do anymore. So there are some good things. The environment is benefiting. So try to see that star. So in traditional tarot, the star card is a very auspicious card. It's a card about a woman that's gone through a lot. And I do feel like, Rachel, you've gone through a lot in the last, and they're saying 3 to 5 years. And this card is like a phoenix, where you're rising up out of the ashes towards that star. And you don't see it right now, but they are saying in the next 17 months, you will be noticing some of the seeds that you've planted will start to sprout. You just can't abandon them just because this is happening right now. And I'm actually getting tingles for you. So I hope that that was very helpful for you. I'm going to check in to see who else is still here. Let's just scroll around. Scroll around. Tracy, I'm going to give you a card today. Tracy, I don't know what your full name is. So if you could just write it. Oh, glitching again. Sorry, guys, I keep glitching out, and that's my cue to drink some water. Tracy, if you're still here, can you just write your full name so say your name? Yes, Tracy with a twist. Yes, you. So what? Tracy does live YouTube Reiki healing videos. If you want to link in your, is that your full name? Do you have a middle name, Tracy? She does live Reiki videos daily for anyone. And I think you just have to, what do you call it? send her page, Tracy J Reiki with a twist, your name, and then you get put on the list. And so she does these daily, which I think is super awesome right now. So just Tracy Jennings. Okay. First message, you need some hydration. I want you to go hydrators, and I don't have them with me today. They actually have a lot of minerals. You put it in the water. Addiction. We're back. Yay. Okay, I keep cutting out, guys. I don't know why. We've got lots of people in the group. Super awesome. So, Tracy, I'm going to pull a card for you. First, I'm going to get Archangel Michael to clear the deck. And yeah, the guides told me already. I don't know if you got that, Tracy, because I glitched out for you to get some Vega hydrators. You can get them at Sobeys. You can get them at Walmart. I don't know if Walmart is still open or not. But they're really good to add into your water. It's almost like a healthy electrolyte. So anyone in this group that's finding like they just can't keep hydrated, or they drink a ton of water and they still feel dehydrated, Vega Hydrators is my recommendation. So let's see for Tracy Jennings. Pull a card for Tracy Jennings. Tracy Jennings. If you have a question, Tracy, you can post it, or I can just pull a random card. Just let me know if you have a question, Tracy, or you just want me to pull a random card. Whatever they want me to know. Okay, so Tracy, you're at home. Say your name, your full name out loud 3 times, please. And I'll do the same. Tracy Jennings, Tracy Jennings, Tracy Jennings. Ooh, we have the wheel card. This is a really positive card right now for you, Tracy. I do feel like when I see the wheel card, I always ask myself, what is the person planted before the wheel starts to move quickly? But this is a new beginnings card for you. I do see things moving really quickly for you. I don't know if I feel like that is in terms of just you've let a lot of things go. I just feel like a shedding, almost like snake skin, like you're just shedding something massive. Like it's just, I feel the tingles all the way down my back. And it literally feels like my skin is falling off, not in a gross way, but like you're shedding your skin. It's like you're becoming that butterfly. And so you've been really moving, trying to move forward, they're saying, and feeling like you were stuck for a really long time. And yeah, the snake emoji. But there is a change of direction happening for you, and it's going to bring happiness. Now, I keep hearing like you're really career focused right now. Not necessarily with your day job career, but you're building your business, your personal business. Like there is, for you, they're saying like you have to be all in is the message I'm getting, like all in. And so sometimes your energy gets divided or split where you start to think about going back to work, and then it splits your energy off. It almost like doesn't leave anything left for what your heart wants to do, what your spirit wants to do. And I think it's a mental thing where you're thinking about, when you think about that, it disperses the energy and it makes the wheel spin a little bit. But when I see the wheel card, it is aligned with Jupiter. Jupiter is coming into, or just came into conjunction with Pluto, I want to say. Let me double check. So let me see here. This is from Halifax Astrologer. Halifax Astrologer MJ Patterson. It's just tells me or tells you where the planets are and etc. So today we're at the new moon. Just wondering about Jupiter. There's something happening with Jupiter. Anyways, let me just check something out. Where is Jupiter? Jupiter for you. This card is a lucky card, okay? My phone is not cooperating, so I'll just leave that for now. So the wheel card is about Jupiter. Jupiter's an auspicious planet. It's a benevolent planet, and it brings luck. It brings money. It brings, it's expansive. The energy is expansive. It's a lot. It's the ruler of Sagittarius. So yeah, I really think that that's a positive thing for you to get right now. So just keep doing what you're doing. The alignment of the planets will work more for you in the next 10 months. So they are saying it is still a little bit of a time, but yeah, so just keep the energy there. Don't split it off by worrying about how it's going to work. Let the guides take care of those details and just lead with your heart. Sorry, I was away. Jupiter is in Capricorn, 23 degrees now. Thank you, Emma, my astrology guru. Yeah, I knew there was something with Jupiter. So yeah, everything's in Capricorn right now, which is crazy. There is something happening around, I think it's the Great Conjunction. The Great Conjunction in Jupiter enters Aquarius. And I know that, Tracy, are you an Aquarius? I forget. There's something Aquarius about you. Can't remember if it's your moon or if you're an Aquarius. But there's a great conjunction happening in the fall, which I think is more pertinent for you in this reading today. That great conjunction where Jupiter and Pluto align. Jupiter enters Aquarius. Yes. And Saturn is also at Aquarius, in Aquarius. So it's called the Great Conjunction, I guess. Around December 17th, December 19th. Both moon and sun are in Aquarius. All right. Oh my God. Okay. So yeah, there's something happening for you around I want to say December. So what are we at? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So that's 9 months. So you'll see things manifest in the 10th month, so in January, but the wheels will start moving really quickly end of the year. Okay? And it is related to your career, specifically your spiritual path career. And I'm just going to pull one more card for you, Tracy Jennings. Tracy J. Ooh, yeah. So we were talking about this, and I felt that it resonated with you when I talked about how you start your day. This is about morning affirmations. Okay. The guys want to tell you that you're doing a really good job at this. Morning affirmations, like doing mantras, almost repeating the same thing, setting the intentions. You're really, really might not be seeing the effects of it, but you're doing it correctly. You're creating energy that is going to be karmically better for you, which is this card here. Remember I said what you plant before the wheel creates that harvest after. You've planted some really solid seeds. So this card says, say positive affirmations each morning to open the gates of manifestation. Now for you, Tracy, they want to say you're doing that already. Continue to do that. And if you've forgotten in the last few days or since COVID-19 happened, that is okay. All right. So I hope that helps you. And let me see. Yeah. So Emma says Jupiter and Saturn are in their fall, which means like they're not very strong right now currently. But for Tracy, what I was saying is when Jupiter goes into Aquarius around the 19th of December, that is going to be beneficial for her specifically. And she affirmed that she is a moon and sun Aquarius. So, and I already knew I know Tracy, so I knew she had something Aquarius about her. I just couldn't remember what. So let me see. I'm going to pick somebody that the guides want me to pick. Let's see. Rebecca Bailey. Just freezing a bit, keeps coming back quickly. Are you still here, Rebecca Bailey? Rebecca Bailey. Rebecca Bailey. If you're still here, let me know. Ooh. Yay, Rebecca Bailey. Okay. So can you tell me your full name, Rebecca, and what question you have, please? No specific question? Rebecca Marie Bailey. Okay. So I want you to say your full name out loud 3 times where you're at, not in your head, but out loud. I'm going to clear the deck. We're going to ask Archangel Michael to clear all the decks. And I'm going to say your full name as well at the same time. So Rebecca Marie Bailey, Rebecca Marie Bailey, Rebecca Marie Bailey. Okay, so they're asking me, I just need to ask to confirm which it is. Like, when my eyes were closed, I saw you. It was so quiet. I don't know if you're alone right now or you feel alone right now. So I just need which one is it? If you're alone now or you just feel alone right now, like the people you're isolated with, you don't feel, are not feeling them, or you're just feeling lonely. There's something about the stillness and quiet. Like they showed me a vision of you throwing something in the water and it was just so still, and you know how the ripples come out. But it was in a really dark, dark place. And that was the vision I saw. So I'm just trying to understand what that exactly means, and maybe isolated from my partner currently to keep our kids safe. Oh, okay. She still has to work. Okay. I'm really sorry to hear that. It's like it actually, my heart just went. They want you to know that the space between you right now isn't real. Like it is real, physically real, but it's actually brought you closer together. But I feel like the weight. I do feel the weight. And I want to commend you for doing what you're doing, which is keeping your children safe. So let me just clarify. You're with your kids, isolated from my partner currently to keep our kids safe. So you have the kids, and she still has to work. Yeah? Okay. All right. So let me see here. What other messages can I get for you? Okay. Yeah, and here's the family card. It's upside down. There's a lot of things that have been turned upside down, and I think that most people that are tuned in right now can completely relate in different ways. You know, we've all been experienced almost like our lives have been, like, I feel personally, and they're showing me this vision. And I felt it, but I never really saw this vision until now. So this is related to you as well. It's like you're almost walking around and they're inside out. Like it just feels like you're inside out. Like all your feelings and emotions are on the outside. It's just almost like you can't figure out how to put yourself back in. I don't know if that makes any sense, but they're showing me that vision of you being inside out. It's like a piece of clothing that you're trying to figure out how to get it like right side in or whatever, and you can't. So it's like, there's a lot of raw feelings happening. They are saying regarding the kids, like it's okay to be losing your patience a little bit. I know there's some guilt on your heart. I don't know if it's guilt because of that or guilt just because you don't feel like you're doing as good of a job or something, you know. most of us are relying heavily on the iPad. So don't worry about that so much. And, not everybody's cut out to be a stay-at-home mom, myself included. I struggle with it massively. So don't for a second criticize yourself for that. Oh, look, and the Lovers card came up. I love this card. So this card tells me that there's a strong bond between you and your partner. And it says deeply emotional commitments and the power of love. It's very different, but very busy. Yeah. Well, you're there by yourself with the kids, I'm sure. How many kids do you have, Rebecca? And if there's any other parents in the group that have kids by themselves, like my husband is also still working, so I'm home. I just have the one kid, and I'm like, how do parents do it with more than one kid? I don't know. I mean, I have two kids, but one's older, lives away. So I've always only really ever had one at home, except when he was a teenager and she was a toddler, and that was insane. So I always feel so much respect for women that have like 3 kids, 2 kids, and they're driving them everywhere. I don't know. 6 months, 2 and 10. Oh my God. So anybody in the group that's a mom right now that is home with babies and children, please send some love to Rebecca. That is a lot of work. And you're there by yourself with those kids. Oh my God. So yeah, that is a lot. That is heavy. So again, the guides are saying, like, don't criticize yourself right now if your parenting isn't on point. Given the circumstances where the whole world is inside out and upside down and backwards, none of us are going to be on our best, game with as a parent. So were you okay? So the guides are going back to this card, this family card that's upside down. It's hard doing it alone. Even like I said, I have the one kid, she's 8 years old, and I am finding it a struggle because I'm just not used to being home all the time with her. I'm used to her going to school, and then I do my thing, and then I come home and I drive her all over the place, and then I put her to bed. But like my husband's gone all day, and I'm like, when are you getting home? Like I just want to I need a break. And she's pretty much self-sufficient, but still it's just like having another adult around, it provides a lot of support, just them being there and knowing that they're there. And if the child needs a snack or needs whatever or needs to be entertained, it's not all on you. So oh my God, you're doing an amazing job. And just going back to this upside down family card, this is a new beginnings card. So I think this whole and there's 2 new beginnings cards here. And so what I'm seeing is, I don't know if you guys were going to start something new or were thinking about starting something new, and then this whole shitstorm hit, and it's just putting a little delay in that. So just let me know. There's some nice positive love for you there, Rebecca. And we got some cards coming out, flying out of the deck for you. So there you go. There's some money worries here. I'm seeing this is like the balance card. I think we can all relate that money is on everyone's mind. This card is a symbol that, and I want to read the card for everybody, okay? Not just for you, Rebecca, but this is for everyone. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. So I want everybody to remember that when your mind goes into fear about money, there's something really beautiful coming out of this whole COVID-19 thing. Before this happened, if you were poor, it's your own fault. Not everybody thought this way, obviously, but that was kind of the attitude. If you weren't working hard enough or whatever, no one really took into consideration that shit happens sometimes that sets you back in life. Now that shit has happened and everyone is set back, everyone, doesn't matter what race you are, how old you are, how young you are, how financially secure you are. Every single person has been affected in the same way financially. We're all taking a hit. We really are. We're all taking a hit. And what's come out of that is a beautiful thing where people are, there's these caremongering groups popping up. There's community groups popping up. There's people just giving away things that they have. And it's gone back to that trading system, which, by the way, never went away, but it wasn't as, it wasn't as popular, I guess. So I want you to know material needs and security, the sense of security has been lost for everyone. So that's actually obviously not a good thing, but what's good about it is that everyone can now relate to the feeling or to the experience of shit happens sometimes. It's not that you're not working hard enough to make money, it's that shit happens sometimes and you get set back. So I feel like what's going to essentially come out of this is more caring, compassionate people, and it's like leveled the playing field economically for everyone, so you're not alone in feeling that, if money's not a worry, then it's a sense of security. We're all in this together feeling those same things. And I want you to just remember this particular line: material needs or security, the feeling of security, gets fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. To really affirm that, like, life is working for me, like using your faith, I guess, is what I'm trying, like pulling out the faith. I don't know what your faith is, if you believe in angels or God or whatever it is, but to know that you're taken care of right now and that we're all taken care of. And through that knowing, we can be stronger to people that don't feel secure, that need to have more support, and we won't lose our groundedness by supporting them, because we know we're supported by the bigger, the higher beings. Like, if we know that, then we can't lose our groundedness in this whole mess that's happening. So I'm going to pull one more card for you, and let's see, Rebecca. One more card, Rebecca. I hope this is helpful for you, and you're getting so much love. It's so nice. I love it. Let's see. Yeah, so it's exactly what I just said. Divine magic. Both those cards. Where did that card just go? Where did that card just go? Yeah. So both these cards are talking about magic, and I love it. Extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. That's literally just bouncing off this card. This card is saying material needs are fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. Then this card that I just pulled is about the divine magic, okay? Extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. If we expect miracles, miracles will happen. If we expect everything to go to shit, well, guess what? Everything's going to go to shit. We really have more power than we realize. And if we're all expecting miracles to come out of this situation, then that is what has to happen. And the more people, I love that card because it's in the background, it's like a scale, right? Archangel Ariel is holding a scale. So it's like right now, everybody's like, this is a shit show, fear, fear, fear. And then on this side, we have the light over here that we need to stand and be rooted in so that the balance gets a little bit higher on this side. Okay? I hope that was helpful for you, Rebecca, and anyone else that resonated with. I'm going to do one more reading because I just realized it's, oh my God, 6 o'clock. And let's see, who can I see? Marion Rachel Gillespie. Marion Rachel Gillespie. Sorry, I'm not saying that correctly. Are you still here? Are you still here? Mm-hmm. You're welcome, Rebecca. Perhaps Marion has left the building. Marion Rachel Gillespie. I don't know if I how to say your last name. Starts with a G. Gillespie or something like that. Okay. Okay, so I'll just find someone else. Let's see. Last reading for today. I'm probably going to do this again because this was a lot of fun. I was thinking, because I'm coming to my clinic because no one's here. We're all like quarantining. So I'm literally going to work, but just doing a live reading to get out of my house so I don't go crazy. So I might do it weekly, but it might be bi-weekly or something like that. Just depends on my husband's schedule. But it's a lot of fun. This is so great. Oh, good. I'm glad. Okay, so let's see. Who is left here? Is Kels Dawn here? I don't know if that's your real name. Kelly, I'm thinking Kels Dawn. If you are here, let me know. Kels Dawn. Kels Dawn. Are you here? Kels Dawn. Kels Dawn, are you here? Clapping hands. Are you here, Kels Dawn? You here, Kels Dawn? Okay. All right, well, so much for that. Let's try. Is Kels Dawn still here? Nope. That's a fail, so I will try someone else. Kels Dawn, not here. Okay, so last reading for the day. Let's see who we have, Melanie says, nope, but I am. All right, Melanie, let's give you a reading today. What is your full name, please? What's your full name, Melanie? Melanie Godin. Let's clear the deck, Archangel Michael. Let's clear the deck. Yay, Melanie Godin, no middle name. Okay, so I want you to say your full name 3 times. I'm going to say your full name 3 times. So, and then I'm going to pull a card for anyone that's left after this reading for Melanie. If you waited long enough, I would like to do that for you. So, and no question. Okay, so whatever comes through. All right, Melanie. So Melanie Godin, Melanie Godin, Melanie Godin. Ooh, I love this card. This is a fitting card for today. So this is the High Priestess. This is like my absolute favorite card in the whole tarot deck. It's the High Priestess. What they want you to know, Melanie, is that continue to do the work that you're doing, the self-development work that you're doing. You're not seeing everything perfectly clear yet, or all the knowledge isn't revealing itself to you yet, which is that high priestess. She's holding a book. She's not telling all of her secrets, but within you is so much ancient knowledge, they're saying. This isn't your first rodeo here on Earth. You might have felt that before. There are a few things holding you back, okay? And I just want to touch on those. Number one, they're saying that you don't feel strong enough. You don't see your strength. And I hope that this doesn't offend you, but you tend to think that you're weak, almost affirm that in your mind. And it's absolutely not true, okay? That's not true about you. That being said, they're saying you have a tough exterior. So, thick skin, you come across as, nothing hurts you, nothing bothers you. But that is just your protection mechanism that you've developed because you are really squishy inside. They're saying really like cuddly and squishy and really, really sensitive. And when I say that, that is not an insult, okay? Being sensitive is so much better than being an insensitive asshole. So never apologize for being sensitive. Never see your sensitivity as a weakness. For everyone here that identifies as an empath, one of the things that I find incredibly frustrating with that label that we give ourselves is that a lot of people tend to think that that makes them weak because they absorb everyone's energy. They take on everyone's energy, and it's just it becomes a weakness. Do you see that? Where you think you have to protect yourself all the time and, clear your energy all the time because you're feeling the weight of the world. And I am sounding sarcastic only because it is not a weakness to be sensitive and to be empathic. It only becomes a weakness if you think it's a weakness. If you think that absorbing other people's vibes makes you weak. It doesn't. You don't have to carry their shit that you absorbed around. That will weaken you. But you can read people's energy without taking it on. So it's kind of like you go to chapters, you read a few blurbs in the book, but you don't buy the book. That's what you can do with other people. You don't have to take the book home and carry all these books home that you want to get the information from. You can find information and not carry all the books. I don't know if that's a good analogy, but that's what is coming through. So, Melanie, you are very sensitive. You are a healer. They are showing me that you need to do more training. You need to find modalities that inspire you, that make you feel excited, that make you feel like happy just to be learning about it. And, with this High Priestess card and the moon in the background, today is the new moon, guys. It's the new moon in Aries. So essentially it's like a new year because Aries is the first of the zodiac. And today's the new moon. So it's a really good time to start something new. That's why I'm doing this live video today. I had originally posted I was going to do it on Saturday, but then I was like, wait, I'm going to use the new moon energy because it's like you end up getting the wind behind you to move that goal that you might have had for a long time. It helps. It's like the wind behind your sails. I find a new moon. And so it's a good time to start something new. And they are encouraging you, Melanie, to do something new for yourself today, something maybe that you've wanted to do for a long time. Maybe look up some online classes. It is an amazing forum out there with COVID-19. Everyone is putting all this free content out there. Just look for something that inspires you, not something someone told you should do. You're not a person that's meant to be told. You're sparks your interest, what makes you curious. That's the direction you need to move towards. And I feel like it's important for you specifically right now, because I do see a lot of people behind you waiting for you to to find this new healing modality. It's not necessarily new. Maybe you're going to create it and that's what makes it new, but it's new to you, I guess. What is your profession right now, Melanie, if you don't mind me asking? How to do that. Open to whatever. Still learning how to do that. Yeah, and learning is part of the process. So, like, you don't have to worry so much about the end goal, but being excited along the way is really important, and to like actually savor the journey of learning, like not just be like, oh, okay, you're a massage therapist and an acupuncture student. Hey, perfect. You're definitely in the right field. I do feel like on top of those two really solid modalities, there's some other thing you're going to add in that's going to kind of be like your own flavor. So continue to study acupuncture. I know that it's a really brutal program in terms of it's so vast. Like I'm still studying, and I've graduated and I'm studying all the time. Like it just never ends. But they want you to like add to that something that maybe actually what they're saying for you is herbs, like to keep yourself open to learning about the herbs. So I know in the program they do a lot of herb training, but maybe link up with Bloom Institute, which is local here to Halifax. I'm assuming you're in Halifax. So Bloom Institute is a really amazing institution in the south end of Halifax. And they do these herb walks. You can do like the year program. It's really affordable. And actually they do workshops. So you don't have to sign up for the full year. But they do think that this will be something that you will gain a lot of pleasure from, like learning about the herbs, using the herbs, working with the herbs, and brings a lot of clarity. So the last card I picked for you is the King of Swords. And this is asking you to be objective right now. So out of your emotion and be more objective, and to be honest with yourself and with everyone around you. It's not a time to so if you look at the King of Swords and you put it in reverse, this isn't a really good energy. So here's more balance, which is how I pulled it. So you want to make sure you stay that way by being in your integrity. The King of Swords is a very integral energy. He's not a person that's gonna, like fluff things up. Very clear, direct, blunt, but respectable. So they want you to keep your communication clear with yourself, especially. They're saying like, don't, because it's High Priestess. So if you take these two cards together, the High Priestess can sometimes be pretty vague, not giving all the information, not showing all the cards in her hand. And so that can be frustrating, which I feel that frustration from you. You feel like there's something else out there that I need to figure out or whatever. But just to remain in what you're doing currently, just be there and be present with that and not worry so much about figuring it out. Just be present and clear where you're at and stay in integrity. Okay, I'm learning this. This is difficult. I don't know it all yet. Being honest with yourself, right? Like, I'm not sure if I really like this aspect of it or not. That's okay. Like, just being clear and honest with yourself is what they're saying. It's super, super important. That'll keep you out of getting, because they're saying there's some lack of clarity in your head. And I would recommend Gallbladder 39 maybe to bring some fresh yang to the head. Obviously, I wouldn't just recommend that without looking at tongue and pulse and Melanie. And I'm going to end this live beautiful session that was awesome. Thank you so much for everybody here. And I'm just going to pull a card for everyone left here still that hasn't gotten a reading, that's been waiting around. Yes, so you're very intuitive. The High Priestess, of course you would be. The High Priestess is super intuitive. Trust that about yourself, Melanie. And you know what? The more you trust, the stronger that intuition is, okay? So I'm going to pull a card for everyone that's left over that didn't get a reading. We'll ask Archangel Michael to clear the deck. Thank you all for coming to my live tarot party. And we shall pull a card for everyone. What's the message for everyone during this time? This crazy time. This crazy time. Okay, so obviously, I just have to laugh. The guides are being very funny with me today. So the Chariot card is in reverse. So those of you that know tarot know that the Chariot card is all about moving forward and taking everything and moving forward. And it's really about career. And it's in reverse. So it's not surprising. All of us have come to a halt. Like, it's like we're all like, and stop. And that's what this card is about. So yeah, there's that. But there's also this, the Seven of Pentacles. So to have patience and to wait for the harvest, you know. So again, I don't want to put, fear into anybody, but the fall will probably when things kind of get a little bit back to normal, a little bit. And again, with that great conjunction happening, I would recommend, some astrologers are saying there could be power outages at that time. I would continue to stockpile things. Please don't stockpile toilet paper. Think about things like supplements, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Vitamin C, really good. Get your B vitamins, your immune boosting things that I mentioned. Any of you that are absorbing world chaos, get your walnut, Bach flower remedy. All of these can be found at any health food store. And then, really start taking your multivitamins, building and getting ready for, perhaps things not going back to normal for a little bit, but having patience for all of the writers that are still in the group. The guides are really strongly pointing to you to start writing. It could just simply be to get your feelings out, but I do feel like there's a few bestseller books here in the group, and maybe you've wanted to do this for a while, but you didn't have the time because you're working your day job or whatever. The writers in the group, the guides are saying get some citrine. If you can get real citrine, that's preferable, and some sodalite, which is a really good stone combination to get those books published, to get those books written. So I hope that helps you. I'll leave you with this last card. So yeah, making plans, preparing for the worst without fear. Okay, that's kind of what I want, how I want you to focus on that. Just get all your ducks in a row in the event that we lose our power, or in the event that we have to deal with this virus for a little longer, like boost up your B vitamins, blah, 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 vitamin C, all of that. Multivitamins, strengthen your body, do lots of exercising, all of these things. Drink green tea, which is antiviral. All of these things will help us through the coming months. And last card for everyone that didn't get a reading but stuck around, thank you for that, is Father Healing. Your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. So I'm going to actually add to that. Any issues that you were carrying into COVID-19 crisis, let them go. It's time to let them go so that you can really strengthen yourself during this crisis. Let go of your issues. Give them to God. Give them to the angels. You don't have to do anything. You just have to ask them to take it away. Surrender that to the divine, because where COVID-19 came in, we already had our issues. It's just weighing us down even more. So letting go of those old things that really, when you think of it, have you even thought about those things since this whole situation came about? Probably not a whole lot. So that should tell you that there's no more time to waste your time on past issues. We really need to find ways to let it go. And the last message they're saying is meditation will clear that energy out. It's like taking a shower. Meditate. There's so many guided meditations online. It's ridiculous. Find something that will help you to go deeper, to let go, to clear your energy field. Every time you meditate, and I mean really meditate, where you just feel like you lose your sense of body, you're clearing your auric field and you're clearing karmic ties, karmic energy. It will help clear the collective energy. If we all did this practice every day, the psychic garbage would be taken out. The trash, the psychic trash would be taken out. So help to take out the psychic trash, guys. Meditate every day. And I know a lot of people are like, I don't know how to do that. Just focus on your breath. Connect to some guided meditation on YouTube. If you don't like guided meditations, which I personally don't like them, just focus on your breath, bringing the breath into the belly, expanding the breath in all directions, exhaling the breath, pulling the belly button in towards the spine. It's almost like you're blowing up a balloon in the belly, and then bring the balloon to the chest. You blow it up in the chest and exhale. Then you do both, blowing up like a blowfish and exhale. This is called the full yogic breath, and it clears trauma. It clears stress when you do that nice exhale. The inhalation brings in fresh prana that makes your cells more full of life. I don't know if that's a good way to say it, but it enriches your cells. It makes you lighter, and just keep your focus on the breath. And when you see and think all these thoughts that come up, that is a normal response to going wide open, putting the brakes on, and everything comes to the front, or everything comes to the front. That's normal. Don't be discouraged by that when you're trying to meditate in the beginning. Just give yourself at least 5 to 10 minutes in the morning, 5 to 10 minutes in the afternoon, and 5 to 10 minutes right before bed to do deep breathing, and sit and relax the breath for like a minute. If you can't do that and give that to yourself, there is an issue. You're breathing anyways. You're just breathing consciously. Okay, guys? And it's going to help take out the psychic trash. Okay? And we really need all of the light workers here today to do that. I hope that this was good for you guys. I had a lot of fun. I will let you know, putting it on my page. Don't forget to like my page. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you again soon. Thank you, everyone, and have a good day.